Welcome to Get Hired Now. Hi, I'm Al Smith, co-author of the Amazon best-selling book, Hired: Paths to Employment in the Social Media Era. And this is part 6 in our series of how to handle interview questions that you can typically expect to be asked. And what we're going to do in here is, the same as always, offer 5 suggestions, 5 hints to help you get hired. And a typical question would be, what is your greatest weakness? What you want to do is avoid what we call the non-answer answers, such as, I don't know what my weakness is, or I don't have any weaknesses. What will happen is either the manager will want to dig deeper, or more likely, that's it. You won't even be considered for the job. So what do they want? They want a well thought out answer. And you can do this by creating star stories, which we've spoken about in the past. So let's ask the question again. What's your greatest weakness? Well, this is typical for a lot of us, and certainly some of these were for me. I was late on my paperwork. I could take on too many projects. I could never say no. I was something of a workaholic. I'm extremely ambitious, or I'm a perfectionist. Now, a lot of the answers can be similar, so I'm going to combine them in some of our suggestions here, our hints. So one thing is, maybe it was because I was overly ambitious when I was younger. But early in my career, I was notoriously late with my paperwork. But as time went by, I began to realize the requirements of my manager, what you require in your job, and that if I satisfied those things, it would make me advance more quickly. So what I created was a get it done list, and I stick to it. Now, not only am I much more timely with paperwork, but that focus allows me to get a lot more accomplished in the time required. Another one is that you understand their priorities or the priorities of the group. So I always like to get a lot done, and I might even multitask for the sake of multitasking to the point of becoming a workaholic. But through my Agile training, I found that by uncovering the priorities of management and of the team throughout the process, I could get more done right in less time. Another one is, or could be, I have a tendency for taking on too many projects. And what I do to overcome this challenge is to ask more questions about the time and commitment requirements, because I know the necessity of my own job comes first. And that's made me a lot more attentive to what I do and how I can take on additional projects and get everything accomplished. You also want to show that you can be managed, that you are manageable. I can be something of a perfectionist, which has made me late with projects in the past. So what I've done is ask my managers to set deadlines throughout the process, and that has been exceptionally effective. So let's review these 5 hints to hire to the question, what's your greatest weakness? 1, you need to avoid the non-answer, or your toast. Acknowledge your job and the manager's needs, because it's all about them. Understand their requirements. Set priorities and ask for management's assistance so that you show that you can be managed, that you are manageable. And acknowledge your awareness in that you have addressed your weaknesses. If you do these things in your interviews, it'll help you get hired now. And if you'd like the book, Hired: Paths to Employment in the Social Media Era, all you have to do is go to hiredthebook.com and you can get a signed and inscribed copy. But if you want one from Amazon, fine, you can get either the e-version or the paperback. But in any case, what we want you to do is get hired now.